You have found your way down to the Mac Cave. Welcome everyone to Mac Cave Gaming and this month's Video Games Monthly unboxing. Let's get over to the unboxing screen and get into this thing. Okay, here we go. VideoGamesMonthly.com. If it's a service you're not familiar with, it's a monthly service you sign up for to receive a mystery box each month of video games. From Atari 2600 all the way through the PlayStation 4. They've been adding more console types in lately. They started, most recently, they added Japanese imports for Sega Saturn, which is pretty cool. Now, I don't have a system to play that on, but I think it's pretty cool that they actually added something like that into it. So, very cool that they're adding more options to it as they go. I'm signed up to receive 4 games per month, but we may receive bonuses along the way, which is a lot of fun. And there's usually some sort of little toy or trinket or something like that in each one of these boxes. I can't see in the box. You guys can't see in the box. So let's see if I can find the paperwork here first, which it's right on the top. Let's see if we got anything special. We got ourselves a 1-up, everybody. So that means there is an extra game in this box. We should have a total of 5 games this month. So that's a good start. Let's see what we got going on. I found something else kind of thin. Wrapped in plastic. This could be cards. Let's see what our trinket is. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Wow. This has never happened before.
Pokemon, gotta catch 'em, it's you and me. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all.
We got a pack of Pokemon cards. Halloween themed trick or trade Pokemon cards. I didn't think anything like this would ever be in these boxes. These are actual trading cards here. Now, personally, I'm not into Pokemon. I don't collect the cards or anything like that, but my kids do. So this is pretty cool, especially being the month of October and we're getting the Halloween theme right there. That's pretty awesome. That's really cool that they have this in this box as the bonus item. What a cool bonus item right there. That's super cool. All right, let's find out what our first game of the month is. We should have 5 games. All right, I feel a cartridge here. This feels like an N64. Yeah, this feels like N64. Okay, let's find out what our first game is. 3, 2, 1. NASCAR 99 from EA Sports.
Electronic parts.
I haven't played any of the NASCAR games on the N64. The label itself is looking pretty good, but there was a sticker here, so there's some residue on there, but I'll be able to get that off of there with no problem. Back end of the cartridge, looking really nice. Overall, a clean cart. The pins, I always give them a clean anyway, but they look pretty good. You can't really tell on camera there, but I haven't played a NASCAR game since the PlayStation 1. It might have been NASCAR 99, but I've never played it on the N64. I'm really curious how this handles, especially being the single analog stick in the middle of the controller like that. So that's pretty cool. Nice start here. For the month, a NASCAR racing game, which are usually pretty fun. I've played some in the past, and I've always enjoyed every time I've played them, so I'm looking forward to checking that out on the N64. Let's see. I've got a cartridge. Again, this is a handheld cartridge. This feels like this could be Game Gear. I think this is a Game Gear cart, guys. All right, let's find out what it is. 3, 2, 1. Oh, we're going classic. Sonic Spinball for the Sega Game Gear. Now, I felt right off the bat here, the label This feels like there was potentially water damage at some point on this label. Somebody may have spilled something on it. Let me see if I can get the angle. Yeah, you see how it's like kind of, you can see the light reflection there where it's bubbling. This definitely got wet at some point. So the label is starting to peel a little bit, but it's all intact, which is good. These pins, I see a little bit of something on the far left side of the pins there. Probably won't come up. Actually, you can kind of see it a little bit there on the camera on the left side there. So this is going to need some cleaning. Back end of the cart, looking pretty good here. Just a little, little normal wear and tear and everything. But Sonic Spinball was a fun game that I played on the Genesis. I've never played the Game Gear port of this, so I'm really curious how this game will handle on the handheld, especially since it being pinball, it's a rather fast-paced and a lot of fast movement on there. But Game Gear handled the Sonic the Hedgehog games pretty well. Sonic Spinball on the Sega Game Gear, I've never played that version of it, so that's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to checking that out. I have the adapter on my Hyperkin Retron 5 so that I can play it that way. All right, guys, here we go. Let's go to game number 3. I feel another cartridge. We got a heavy-duty cartridge right here. This may be... Oh, what is this? What is this? Is this a Nintendo cartridge, but like one of the strange ones? This could be... I don't know what... I think this could be an NES right here. Let's check it out. 3, 2, 1. I don't know why this felt weird. In their Operation Wolf by Taito Games on the NES. I remember renting this game when I was a kid.
The terrorists have the prisoners. You're going in and hitting hard. Operation Wolf. You played it in the arcade. Now play it on your Nintendo Entertainment System. Fight your way past armored cars, gunboats, and a ruthless enemy. Grab extra ammo and power drinks because you're going to need all the firepower you can get. Operation Wolf. Only from Taito. The only game in town. Available where your favorite video games are sold.
Operation Wolf was a fun shooter. I think this was a light gun game. If I remember correctly, I could have sworn this. It doesn't say anything about light gun on it. I think this actually is a light gun game. Overall, the cartridge is in really good condition here. That fuzziness you see on the label is from the green screen effect. Back end of the cart is nice and clean. And let me take a quick look at the pins. These do need a bit of a cleaning. But all these games, I do clean them up with the 1-Up cards and using the proper solution and everything in there to get these nice and clean. I remember having a lot of fun with this game back in the day, renting this from, not even Blockbuster. I used to rent this from the local mom and pop shop called Joe's Video Hall, which is long since gone. But I always loved going there to rent the games each week. So that was pretty awesome. Operation Wolf, a game I have not played in literally decades. All right, guys, let's get into game number 4. What do we got here? This feels like we got another NES cart here, I believe. This feels like a Tengen cart. I think this is a Tengen cart for NES. So let's see what it is. 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness, it is. And it's Pac-Man. Pac-Man on the NES. This was one I've played. I played Miss Pac-Man on the NES, which I believe was also by Tengen as well. And it's so funny, these cards. I remember seeing these as a kid and think, oh, that was so cool because they look so different. Labels looking really nice. I've always liked the black cartridges and the design of these, and everything's looking really good. The back end label, normal wear and tear on there. You got the 2 grips on here versus the 1 grip that's on the normal gray cartridges. Let's take a look at the pins. Pins actually look nice and clean on this one, guys. That's looking pretty good right there. That looks real nice. So here we go. Pac-Man on the NES, one of the Tengen carts. What was your favorite Tengen game on the NES? Which one stood out to you the most? Let me know down in the comments, guys, which NES Tengen cartridge you like the best. That's awesome. That's really cool. A very cool entry to add to the collection here down in the Mac Cave. So we got 4 games in, which is what we normally sign up for, but we do have 1 bonus cartridge because we got the 1-Up this month. So let's find out what the final game of the month is. And we got a smaller cart. This feels like... It doesn't feel like an N64. This feels like a Genesis cart. All right, let's see what we got. 3, 2, 1. Monopoly on the Sega Genesis. Monopoly is my favorite board game of all time, and I know tons of people hate playing Monopoly. It's one of my favorites, and getting people to actually sit down and play it is like the toughest thing to do. But most recently, my daughter has become a huge Monopoly fan, so guess what? I know exactly who I'm going to be playing this with, and she's going to have a blast. We actually have a couple of Monopoly games. We have one on the Nintendo Switch, and we also have another one on the PlayStation that we both love to play, and then obviously we have a few different editions of the actual board game. I have a couple of anniversary editions of it too. They're really nice sets, but I don't recall ever playing the Sega Genesis version. I'm pretty sure I played Monopoly on Nintendo, but I don't remember playing it on the Sega Genesis. So the front end of the label is looking pretty nice. The spine here is a little bit of a peel there. There's a little bit of dirt and stuff on there. Not too bad though. I can clean that up fairly easy. Let's take a look at the pins here. It's always funny, the pins for the Sega Genesis carts always had kind of like that brownish tone to them. So it's a little difficult to even tell if they are fully cleaned. This one's looking pretty good, so nothing too crazy on there. I think we're going to be all right with it. I test all these things out. I give them a good cleaning before popping them in and making sure that everything is good. So that is pretty sweet. We got a pretty good haul here. Definitely a variety of style of games here. We've got a pretty good run here, guys, for the month of October 2024. Let's head back to our main screen and we're going to take a look at these together. All right, guys, so this month we've got NASCAR 99 for the N64, Sonic Spinball for the Sega Game Gear, Monopoly for the Sega Genesis. I'm really looking forward to trying this one out. An iconic classic Pac-Man Tengen cartridge for the NES. And finally, one that I used to rent all the time, Operation Wolf on the Nintendo, a Taito game. I swear I remember this being a light gun game, but it doesn't say anything about light gun on the label here, which I think they usually do. I'm really looking forward to popping that in and finding out how it plays and getting all those memories back from this game. So guys, and then our trinket for the for this month being October, a Halloween themed Pokemon card pack. That's pretty awesome. That's really cool. I can't wait to show that to my kids. What do you guys think of this month's haul, October 2024, VGM Video Games Monthly? We got a good variety of games here this month. We even got a Halloween-themed trinket in the form of Pokemon cards. Let me know, have you played any of these games? Are any of these some of your favorites? Or do you despise these games? Let me know your feelings on this haul down in the comments, guys. Thank you all so much for joining me for this month's unboxing. As always, remember, keep retro gaming alive, because one day, your games will be retro too. Guys, I will see you next time.